Senator Waters. The next speaker will be Senator McKenzie, followed by Senator Roberts and then Senator Davey. Senator McKenzie.
Thank you very much, Mr Acting Deputy President. It gives me great pleasure as Leader of the National Party to stand in the chamber tonight and speak against the disallowance moved by one of the great coalitions, the Labor Party and the Australian Greens. Was there any greater example of what Queenslanders actually think about a feasibility study into the Collinsville high-efficiency, low-emission coal-fired power station? Just look at the federal election results. Just check them out. The LNP rocked it in, and can I say Central and Northern Queensland absolutely stood behind initiatives such as this that our government put on the table, took to the election, and we are very proud to deliver on, looking into the feasibility study of whether this power station should actually be built and therefore drive down power prices for Queenslanders so that they can enjoy a post-COVID-19 recovery plan from this government that does include advanced manufacturing. So we are not just talking about the potential new jobs that the power station will bring, nor the mining jobs that getting the coal for this power station will bring, but indeed those value-adding industries out in regional Queensland from an advanced manufacturing plan that this government has post-COVID that needs low-cost energy to power and drive it. Look, for those of you who can't see the chamber tonight, we've got a full bench of the Greens. We've got a pretty full bench from the National and the Liberal parties and the LNP Senate team, but it is cooey crickets on the Labor side of the chamber tonight. Other than the Labor senator that moved this disallowance, let's be fair, there is not a Queenslander in sight tonight. And you know why? You know why? They tried to pull this motion. They tried to pull away from that. No, the Greens— No, Senator Waters, we've locked you in. We know the Greens Queenslanders are here. Trouble is, regional Queensland doesn't vote for you. So I just want to read from this morning's Courier Mail. There might be a reason we don't have a Queensland senator here to actually speak for this feasibility study. And it's not very often, senators, that I agree with the old CFMEU. Sometimes the Forestry Division in my home state of Victoria can get excited about the sustainable and renewable forestry industry that the Greens and now the Labor Party want to end. But can I just talk about what happened in Queensland and why there is not a Labor Party senator here to stand up for this disallowance? It is appalling. It's not just Joel Fitzgibbon and Otis Group that's cottoned on to what's wrong with the Labor Party. All of the Labor senators know that they have lost their way, that they do not stand for the working class in this country anymore, and that who stands for jobs in the regions, jobs in traditional industries and jobs in the mining industry and construction industry. It is the LNP, it is the Liberal Party and it is the National Party, and we are very proud to do that. So what does the CFMEU, the Mining and Construction Division, do today? They walked away. They walked away. I'm happy to quote Senator Scarr. I'm happy because, as the union boss Michael Ravbar said, the leadership vacuum in the left has seen a once powerful voice for working Queenslanders atrophy to the point where today it is little more than a creche for party hacks. Now, that you could have been quoting Senator Matt Canavan. You could have been quoting Senator Matt Canavan, but no, that is the Mining and Construction Division of Queensland. Now, he goes on, the left faction, which is the powerful ally of the Australian Greens and running the Labor Party, poor old Joel Fitzgibbon, a true believer, representing coal mining country, trying to do his best to hold back the tide. I'm happy to send him a membership form to the National Party. The left faction, as Mr Ravbar goes on, is now merely an impotent and self-serving echo chamber for a cabal of Peel Street elite who've totally lost touch with their working-class roots. I couldn't have said it better myself. I just would have substituted Spring Street. And he goes on and on and on. And those of us in this chamber that actually care about working Australians that actually care to see growth and development in industries that underpin regional economies and our export task know how important the mining industry is and how important it is in this country to have cheap, reliable power. You'll hear those opposite talk about all the jobs available in renewable energy, all the jobs that are available, but what we've seen it do is push up energy prices in this country, and our government is absolutely committed to meeting our international commitments on emissions, keeping jobs in regional Australia and growth and economic underpinning industries, and also ensuring we get the price of electricity down. Because you cannot run manufacturing plant lines if you keep getting breaks in your electricity. It just doesn't work. In my home state, and I'm sure it is the same, the Queensland senators tonight are loud and proud on the floor of the Senate standing up for their state and getting this feasibility study done. But I think, even in, you have a break, I think, of about 15 seconds. It can cost you up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. So reliability is important. And you know what? They don't want to actually understand that. They don't want to talk about the fact that solar, renewables, doesn't provide you with the reliability yet. That is a fact. Senator Waters, it is a scientific fact, and I look forward to prosecuting this. I hope we have 15 days, these guys, to disallow this motion. I hope we get to do this every single day, because we have speakers lined up on this side of the chamber, lined up to stand up for our policy, but it is cooey crickets and at the Labor Party. So we're not surprised that Greens all want to take their 15 minutes of fame to talk about why this is a bad thing for Queensland. Go for it. Go for it. Knock yourselves out, because you hold so many seats. You really speak for particularly regional Queensland. Have you checked out your vote? They walk away from you. They walk away from you. An independent strategic study has found system strength is a real— thank you, Senator Scarr. I hope you get an opportunity tonight to make that contribution. The independent strategic study has found system strength is a real concern in central and north Queensland. A new synchronous generation like coal, gas or pumped hydro is a priority to meet the energy needs of the region. The only evangelicals in this particular public debate are the Greens and are the Labor Party that only see one way to produce electricity. Here on our side, we are not acolytes to one particular form of energy generation. We accept renewables have a role, solar, hydro, wind. We also understand and appreciate the increasing contribution that gas will make. And we look to state governments to get serious about opening up that resource so that we can build a 21st century advanced manufacturing system in this country like the great Blackjack McEwen did through the 50s and 60s post-war. Great man. Thank you, Senator Scarr. We also understand that coal has a role, and I was very excited today to see that the New South Wales state government has lifted the moratorium on uranium. So watch this space. We've got a really exciting technological solutions for our country that are going to put world-class science to the task of low-emission, high-energy production that will power our communities and our industries going forward. So, absolutely, Senator McMahon, thank you so much from the NT. You've got a lot of uranium in your space and place. So I'm proud we're delivering on that election commitment. I know everybody is excited to talk about how we're doing that. I thank the minister. I know that Michelle Landry in Central Queensland in Rockhampton was out today on this particular topic. I know Senator Matt Canavan, incredibly passionate about this project. We hope the feasibility study stacks up, but you know what? If it doesn't, well, then we'll make the sensible decision of how to use our taxpayer dollars. At least we'll have the facts at hand instead of blindly following the religion of catastrophic climate change, and also not fully appreciating that doing your due diligence with taxpayers' money, understanding that the public has a right to go to work in sustaining and exciting long-term careers out in the regions, that includes the mining industry. And it is very, very tragic tonight that here, as we debate the future of mining in this country, that we could not find one Queensland senator from a great mining state to actually stand up and put their voice to this motion.
Senator